We will be bringing you this broadcast of the Liberty Center Tiger Delta Panther football game. Has been delayed about 45 minutes now. Storm passed through, but I think we're just about ready to go. Starting lineup for the Tigers on defense. Nose guard Brent Overmeyer, left tackle Lindgren, left defensive end Amstutz, right tackle Josh Bush, and right defensive end Derek Ziegler. Linebackers Kern and Silvis. And the defensive backs starting Jesse Smith, Seth Atkinson, Sam Smith, and Ryan Zeider. On the offensive side, starting at center, Kern, right guard Ziegler, right tackle Sharp, left guard Baum, left tackle Bush, tight end Andy Silvis, wideout Jesse Smith, quarterback Jurasics, and in the backfield Sam Smith, Ryan Zeider, and wingback Seth Atkinson. Well, Jim, we're just about ready to go. Liberty coming in at 3-0, Delta at 1-2. Any thoughts?
Yeah, Mike, we're looking forward to this game. It's the game before the big one that the Tigers are going to play next week with the Patrick Henry Patriots. The Tigers currently scoring a lot of points. The field conditions are very wet, but the sod looks good. The fans are ready for some football. We got several showers and some lightning passed through the area, but we're ready to see some football, and we look forward to a good contest here. So here we go from Panther Stadium.
Be a quarterback, you might even call him Slash, the Ruben Delgado. He's been the quarterback, he's been a receiver, he's been a running back, so definitely he'll be the key man to stop. Tigers kicking off. Settles down into the right, picked up by one of the upbacks, number 18, cuts across, tries to cut back across the grain, and he's snowed under just across the 35-yard line. Tigers will start out in pretty much their standard defense. Five-man line, two linebackers and the four DBs. Here now is the give, coming around the right side. Number 18 now dragged out of bounds. Nice deception on the part of the Panthers, and he's close to first down yardage up around the 45-yard line.
Mike, you kind of wonder if tonight the teams will keep it fairly close to the vest because of the slippery conditions, but they have to sort of get the feel as to what the field will allow them to do. But that was a good play to start for the Delta Panthers.
Well, certainly Delta didn't worry about bombing it up the middle. They used some deception, and they said the heck with the wet field. Lining up now, fake a pitch, quarterback rolls right, looking downfield, no one to throw to, and he's going to be tackled. Close to first down yardage on that first play, gain of 7. That was a gain of about 4. Line of scrimmage at the 43-yard line. And it will be a first down for the Panthers. Panthers lining up in the I. It's two wide receivers left. Fake inside, give, and he's stuffed. And he'll be thrown for a loss. Tigers not being fooled by that wide formation. No gain on that last play, brings up a 2nd and 10. We've got two wideouts right. Still in the I backfield. Fake inside to the fullback, give to the tailback. Boom! He's nailed. Well, that's a gain of 0. Ziegler in on the stop.
Yeah, Mike, the Tiger defense really coming to life here, and it's a long 10 yards, 3rd and 10 right now.
Well, I'm sure the yardage Liberty Center will give up occasionally on some of the wide plays, but for the most part, nobody's going to be able to run wide on the Tigers. Delta sticking with that I backfield, man in motion. Now fake, throw behind the line of scrimmage, caught. He'll get, about 5 up across the 45-yard line to about the 46. That'll bring up a 4th and 6. Panther field. Now back to punt. Minimal pass rush. Atkinson deep back. Fakes one way, now jukes up the middle and is caught at just about the 25-yard line. Good coverage by the Panthers. So it'll be first down for Liberty Center, starting at their own 25-yard line. Tigers to the line of scrimmage. Silva's tight end right. Smith split wide left. Jurasic's back to throw on first down. Has to scramble out of the way. Looks upfield. Finds a wide open Cam Smith. Just off his fingertips. Up around midfield. Jurasic's had to survive a strong pass rush from the right defensive end. Got around him.
Again, we're seeing that pinpoint accuracy of Joe Jurasic's. Even with that kind of pressure, he delivered that ball right where it had to be. Maybe the ball a little bit slippery, but the Tigers look like they're going to open it up and do what they have been doing.
Well, that's true. There's a big game coming up next week, and certainly they want to show their wares here, keep Patrick Henry guessing. Second down now. Give to Smith. No, excuse me, that was a give to Zeider on the quick hitter up the middle. Gain of just a couple. It'll bring up 3rd and long. Gain of about 3. It'll be 3rd and 7. Jurasic's getting the call from the bench. Tigers now lining up in a wing right set, 2 tight ends. The fumble now at the line of scrimmage on the snap. Well, luckily for the Tigers, Jim, they recovered. But Delta shutting down Liberty on this first series.
Delta appears to have some excellent athletes up there on the line of scrimmage. I'm impressed with the way they're nosing right up with the Tiger offensive line. Anyway, it's 4th and 10 and punting time for the Tigers.
Yeah, definitely a more athletic team than what the Vikings were. Evergreen had that great passer, kept them in the game. Low line drive punt, heads downfield, gets a good Liberty roll, and it'll roll all the way down around the 25-yard line. About a 50-yard punt for Liberty Center. That low line drive, end over end roll. And the Tigers will have Delta bottled up inside Delta's territory. 7:33 here in the first quarter, no score. Delta 2 wideouts right. Smith and Smith on the coverage. Now give left on a sweep. Maybe a couple at the most. Delta trying to spread the Tigers' defense and then run accordingly. Jim, I'd say that's good tactics. They're trying to keep Liberty spread and so that with their quickness can't bunch up the middle.
Exactly. We've seen sweeps left and right so far, and a little razzle-dazzle back there, but they come into the line of scrimmage and going to try something right here with a 2nd and 9.
Lining up in the eye. Here's a quick give inside for maybe about 2. Should bring up around a 3rd and 5. Delta now facing a 3rd and 5. Delgado under center. Quick dump to the tight end, and that's going to be awfully close. I believe it's going to be enough. That was tight end Ty Bateson. Drug the pile far enough to get the first down. Nice little dump pass over the middle.
That was a good play by the quarterback. The tight end definitely knew where he was going to receive that ball, and the ball was right there, and just a well-executed play by the Delta Panthers.
Delta now running that power off right tackle. Maybe a couple. Straight ahead runs, Liberty Center doing quite well against, but the deception plays perhaps having a little more luck. And definitely you can tell that the Delta Panthers are a more athletic team. And it's going to be good for Liberty Center to be pushed coming into that game next week with our friends to the south. Now in a pro set in the backfield. Give up the middle. Gain of about 4 more. It'll bring up 3rd and short for the Panthers. 3rd and about 3 for Delta. Delta so far, Jim, in this first quarter winning possession time. That definitely is one key to their game, is keeping the ball away from the explosive Tigers. We got some offsides there. I don't know if we got a call on that or not. No, I don't believe we got a call. It looked like the right side of the Delta offensive line jumped pretty quick.
You made a good comment there, Mike. The ball possession at this point edge to the Delta Panthers, and that does negate the speed of the Tigers offense. But the game is in the initial stages, and shower precipitation beginning to fall at this time. But again, we say the field seems to be playing well at this time. I see they've got a first down, so they move the sticks again, and that's about 3 in a row, Mike.
Yeah, one thing you hate to see is when you let the little guy hang around for a while. As time goes on, they gain more and more confidence, and all of a sudden when you've had this big machine rolling on and on, so there gets to be a few doubts and all of a sudden some questions. Delta back at the line of scrimmage, lining up in the eye, give to the first back through. He powers his way forward, that gain of about 7 yards, and they're in the Liberty Center territory now around the 45-yard line.
At this point, this Panther team winning the line of scrimmage battle, and just looking at them out there, they seem to be well-conditioned athletes. They look strong and don't appear to be any real overweight fellows wearing that green and black uniform, so they've got a drive underway at this time as the rain begins to fall.
Quick hitter up inside again, and very close to first down yardage. Rain coming down a lot harder now. Certainly will have some effect on this. It'll be a Panther first down. Delta with the ball on the Tiger 41-yard line. Delta now consuming about 5 minutes on this drive already. In the eye, give to the second back through. Negligible gain, perhaps 1.
Nothing fancy at all about this drive, Mike. It's just defensive line create a little opening there and sending that back through there. Now, this was the second back through on this last play, a little play action or counter, if you will. But 2nd and 9 yards to go as the rain falls with less than 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Now lining up in a pro set, 2 wideouts right, give, first man through, went nowhere, stopped at the line of scrimmage, may have rolled forward for half a yard.
65 on the stop. Nick Reynolds.
I believe that was Sattler.
One of the
in at nose guard. Now we've got a 3rd and 8 situation for the Panthers. Now Delgado, perhaps a mix-up in the backfield, missed the first back through. The I-back never came forward, and Delgado was smothered.
He did look like he wanted to hand that ball off, but that didn't quite come together, so he found himself with a slew of Tiger defenders right there to put him down, and they stuffed him pretty good. So they're looking at a 4th down and 7 right here.
Yeah, it almost looked like a busted option play, but it certainly wasn't what they wanted. Now Delta Fields there in 4-down territory. First big play of the game here, 4th and 8 for the Panthers. Liberty lined up in a 4-4-3. Delgado back to throw, has time, throws deep. He's open, caught, and tackled. Now fumbled. They're going to roll. It's Liberty Center's football. Adam Willman had the Tiger defense beat deep, caught the ball on about the 6-yard line, was tackled, and I don't know, questionable call perhaps. Did the ground cause the fumble, Jim, or was that in the air?
That had to be in the air. The referees looked that over all the way, and they determined that that was Tiger ball. The ball obviously had to be slippery, but a wonderful pass. It was there, and the Panther caught it, but a turnover nonetheless, and now the Tigers are on offense, and they come up with a pretty good gain of their first possession, as it has to be slippery conditions out there.
Well, we'll just make a mud bowl out of it and let the kids have some fun.
Second 2 yards, Mike, from my vision there. Less than a minute in that first quarter.
Clock down to 45 seconds and running. I believe that was Zeider on the run the first time. 2nd down and 2. Tigers in their wing right formation give up inside. They're going to be very close to a 1st down. Be 3rd and short, less than a yard for Liberty Center.
15 seconds and a half, or quarter.
Clock winding down here, down to 10. Tigers may try to let this clock run out. 3, 2, here's the handoff. Straight ahead by Sam Smith, and that'll be more than enough for a Tiger 1st down. Ball now up at their own 21-yard line. That'll be the end of the quarter. We've got no score here at Panther Stadium.
As we look to this second quarter begin, that first quarter had a lot of thrills and chills for the fans, but nobody crossed the goal line. And it appeared as though the Delta Panthers had a drive, a nice time-consuming drive that ended down there when a nice pass where he had the Tigers defenders beat, and then a turnover, a fumble, and the Tigers then were moving it, and here we go now from the other direction.
Tigers are on their own 21-yard line. Here's a pitch in the backfield, gone nowhere. Loss of about a yard on the play, perhaps 2. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12. Liberty Center really fortunate right at the end of the quarter. Delgado dropped back to throw deep for the first time. Had a lot of time, and that was the big key. Found his receiver open deep, but Tigers got a little bit of luck on their side. Tigers now in a tight formation, wing left. Jesse going deep. Jurasic's back to throw. He's open. He caught it, and there he goes. 20, 10, 5. It's a Tiger touchdown. Boy, there it was, that trademark roll left. With plenty of time, Jurassic was able to set the throw. Jesse Smith streaking down the right sideline, running a post pattern. Caught it in stride, gone for the score.
What a pass that was. In spite of the conditions, it's just raining right down. Joe just stepped back and he drilled that ball. Jesse had a couple steps on the defender, and 6 points for the Tigers. So we do have some points on the scoreboard with 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Tigers up 6-0.
Zeider to hold. Jurasic's back. The snap, the hold, it's up, splits the uprights, and the Tigers lead 7-0 here with 11:07 remaining in the second quarter. Now, Jurasic's kicks a low line drive end over end, taken down at the 15-yard line. Gets around the outside, around the left end. There's only a couple Tigers left. Cuts it back up the middle and tackled into Tiger territory around the 45-yard line. Tackle made by 66, may have been Amstutz.
Harry Coyer on the carry there.
Boy, Jim.
Yeah.
He caught the ball over here in the right side, took off around the left, and boy, there was a wall there.
Senior defense.
Huge return. That's the second big return this year against the Tiger special teams. Another one for about 65 yards when we played Montpelier. Delta now in Liberty Center territory, ball on the 43. Here's the give. On the right side, Rickner, maybe a gain of about 2.
Did give the Delta Panthers excellent field position on that return. So they're driving, and we'll see if they can sustain a drive and push the Tigers.
Yeah, thank the football gods for the Tigers' explosiveness on offense. That's why they lead 7-0, but Delta knocking on the Tigers' door here, ball on the Tiger 40-yard line. Here's the give to Caracelis off the left side. Maybe gain of a yard. It'll bring up third and about 7. 10:08 remaining here in the first half. Delta accomplishing one thing, though. They are running the clock and keeping the game definitely within reach.
3rd and 7.
3rd down and 7. Delta in and I with split left. Here's a quick pass floated outside to the tight end, caught and ran out of bounds. He's going to be short of the first down. And there's a flag on the play. I believe he rode him out of bounds and probably didn't let off. Jim, is that what you saw there?
Mike, the Tiger reserves kind of shielding our view from that, but I believe that might be the call. They figured that he didn't ease up as he got to the sideline, but with the conditions the way they are, I don't think they can stop on a dime. He kind of committed, and they did stuff that drive or that particular play, but it looks as though they're going to walk the Tigers back and give them a first down and really give them excellent field position. So Delta with a golden opportunity right now.
Panthers now lining up in their eye, split wide right, give to the first back through, Reckner, gain of a couple. Ball is on the, inside the 25, on about the 23.
Yeah, scoreboard beginning to misfire. It is 2nd down. For a while that was showing 4th down, but they were able to move the sticks on that penalty, so it's 2nd down. And here comes Delta to the line of the scrimmage right on the Tigers' doorstep.
Still lining up in the eye, wide out left. Give up inside, straight ahead power game by the Panthers. 2nd back through, gain of about 4. It'll bring up 3rd down and still about 6 to go. Delta now with 2 splits left. Still in the eye. Motion man slips, gets around, drops back, throws the fade down in the left corner of the end zone, and it's intercepted. No, they're going to call it incomplete. Beautiful defense down there. We have to try to pick up the number of the defender. I believe it was Jesse Smith. Jesse got inside position, went high, and almost came down with the pick.
Yeah, we're looking at 4th down now, so this is moment of truth for the Delta Panthers in their offense. That was a nice play by the defense right there at the goal line, but that ball slippery, and it was kind of a pass that was up there for grabs. So it's like who wanted it the worst or who could claw to hang on to it. So it looks as though the officials have momentarily stopped play. It's lightning here at Panther Stadium.
Here it is, 4th down and 6 on about the 15-yard line of Liberty Center. Lined up in the pro set, 2 wideouts. Delgado rolling, now throw back to the right, caught, hit in the backfield, and it's going to be far short of a 1st down. I believe a loss of yardage. Great call by Delta. Quarterback Delgado rolled left, threw back right, but the alert Tiger defense was there to snuff that out. Tigers take over on downs at 8:07 here in the 1st half.
Exactly, Mike. The Tigers stayed at home on defense over here just in case there was something like that. As that pass come back to this side, they're lucky they didn't get that picked off. So Tigers stiffened there, and now they start with their backs to their own goal line practically, and rain coming down here. Lightning 2, 8 minutes and a half.
Give straight ahead to Sam Smith, straight ahead Bull, and he's going to run Rambo for about 15 yards, maybe about close to 20-yard gain. I believe we're going to see a lot of straight ahead football here. Yeah, one thing there, Jim, I think the Tiger defense coming of age with their great quickness in pursuit, that time didn't over pursue, and like you said, stayed home. And that was the big key to stop that 4th down try by the Panthers. Tigers now 1st and 10 on about the 36-yard line. Give straight ahead. Zeider, I believe, on the carry.
Tiger offensive line beginning to move those Delta Panthers. They're not moving them much, but they just need a little crease there to get those Tiger backs started, and it appears as though we've got a drive going right now.
Yeah, it would be a big score here for Liberty Center if they can grind this clock out and perhaps take a 14-0 lead into the halftime break. Tigers now with a 2nd down and 7. Ball just across the 40. Here's the give inside, nothing much doing. Maybe a yard on the play. I believe that was Zeider again on the run. Well, Jim, what do you call here? We've got rain and it's 3rd and 6.
I don't know, with it raining like this, you'd hate to try anything too fancy, but they do need a 1st down to sustain this drive, so we'll see.
Pitch quick right to Smith, Sam Smith. Gain of a couple. Quick pitch was to the short side of the field. Panthers able to hem it in. Gain of maybe a yard. That's going to bring up a 4th and 5 on about the 45.
You know, I've always believed that a real heavy rain is a great equalizer on the field, and these Delta Panthers sensing that they can play toe-to-toe with the Tigers at this point. So they stiffened up, and they're going to get the ball in a punt with about 6 minutes to go.
Well, Rex Lindgren's never been known to fake a punt. However, with this rain, I certainly think we'll punt it away here. There it is. End over at spiral caught now at about the 26-yard line. Return of about 4 yards up. Caught inside the 26 at about the 24. Returned to about the 27-yard line. Clock stopped, 5:51 to go in the 1st half. Delta Panther ball. Delta coming to the line of scrimmage. Two tights in the eye. Delgado with a play action fake, drops back, and he's smothered. Initial hit, I believe.
Smith,
33, Sam Smith. Assisted by Bush.
Amstutz also in on that heavy pressure there, forced Delgado to eat the ball to have a sack. It's now second down and 20 yards to go for a first down, and that's the first real pressure they've had on the quarterback.
Yeah, it's going to be questionable here as to whether Delta tries to air this thing out or just tries to escape the half with the 7-0 deficit. Quick hitter inside, gain of a couple, maybe 3, bring third and long, maybe about 17. Plenty of time left here for the Tigers to get the ball back. Still 4:52 to go.
So far, there doesn't seem to be a lot of slipping around out there by the players, which is amazing. As we said up here, drenched, looking on. The rain falling. The field's got to be wet, but the boys are seemingly have good footing yet, Mike.
Yeah, amazingly enough, that's right. Delgado with a fake. No, it does give up inside on a draw play. Well executed. Gain of about 6. But far too many yards to go to pick up the first down. Good call by the Panthers in this rain. Maybe throw the draw play in there.
It's like the Tigers are going to end up with good field position on this change of possession. So we'll see what the Tiger coaches have got up their sleeve as the first half begins to wind down.
Here's the punt. Short. Now takes a bounce. Atkinson goes back now, and now finally falls on the ball. He had intentions of picking that thing up and getting a return, but when he first didn't come up quite clean, he alertly and wisely fell on the ball.
When that ball skips along the ground, as it did there, picking up moisture, that just has to be just about as slippery as anything could be. So the best thing to do is to get that down so that they can have possession. But it turned out to be a good punt for the Delta Panthers, so the Tigers have a long way to go, but they do have 3 minutes and 44 seconds to move it.
Ball just across the 30-yard line. 3:44 left in the half. Jurasic's on a keeper, faked inside around the right, left end, dances up the sideline, fumbles the ball. We got a flag on the play. I believe we may have a face mask on the tackle. The Panthers recovered at their own 45-yard line. We got a flag on the play. Hold the phone here. Possibilities were a Liberty clip or perhaps a face mask on the tackle. That's what I believe was called some kind of an illegal block. Joe Jurasic's after a beautiful run.
Yeah, they bumped that ball out of his arms as he was streaking along the sideline. Again, a wet, slippery ball, and the Panthers recover, so they have a break here just before the half with 3.5 minutes to go. They have the ball just about at midfield, and their offensive unit is ready to go.
Yeah, Joe had picked up about 18 yards on the play. The Panthers now with the ball just inside their own territory. Gives straight up the middle. Little power football now. Panthers hoping for that quick crack and quick explosion. Clock at 3:23. Gain of about 5. It'll bring up a 2nd and 5 for Delta.
Mike, we've seen a lot of Delgado's passes, and even in this poor weather, he can deliver the ball pretty accurately. So maybe they'll send it inside a few times and kind of try to tighten up the Tiger defense and then go over the top with it. What do you think?
Oh, without a doubt. He's doing a fine job back there. Now the quick smash up the middle. Delta Panthers getting exactly what they wanted now as they are controlling their own destiny here in the waning moments of the first half. The explosion up the middle for about 6, and that's going to be enough for the first down. Clock stopped at 3:03.
can just see that Delta offensive line. They got their ears back and really coming, really mounting the charge. So the Tigers are going to have to stiffen up here to stop this penetration into their end of the field as the half winds down.
Yep, Panthers playing inspired football. That's what happens when you let the little guy hang around. Coming again up the middle, and he's going to be stopped for a little bit shorter gain there, maybe about 3 on the play. You got to give the Panthers credit. Tripped up at the line of scrimmage, but he kept his feet, kept picking his feet up and battled for a couple of extra yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7, clock running at 2:17 here in the half. Ball on
36.
The 40, the 43, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of hard to tell here fighting these raindrops. Here's a fake up the middle. Delgado on a keeper around the end. Goes nowhere. I don't believe any gain. Good pursuit by the Tigers.
We've seen that play before, and whether that's a quarterback option to keep or hand it off, I don't know, but it looks like a broken play, and Tiger defenders there, so essentially they stuffed it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the call was there. If it was a quarterback keeper or some kind of an option, Delgado was rather timid as he came around the end. Well, we're going to look at now at 3rd down and 7, clock down to 1:20. Lined up split left, I formation. Here's the fake inside, Delgado back. He gets it off, it's intercepted! It's intercepted by, Atkinson! Atkinson down the left sideline. He's in for the touchdown. However, we've got a flag on the play.
Flag back this way.
Tiger coach is doing some pointing here, but I don't know if that's good or bad. 1:03 to go. Atkinson returned that ball about 60 yards.
We've got to let the referee sort this out, but indeed, that appeared to be an excellent defensive play. The defenders were there, and Seth Atkinson very alertly stepped in front of the receiver and takes that ball all the way in. And the way the teams are setting up out there, they're going to let that stand, Mike. So what an interception for the Tigers.
Well, once again, it was that big play potential of Liberty Center, this time on defense. Delgado dropped back on the play action, had a lot of time to throw, but the speed in the Tiger backfield, their speed came through again. Atkinson able to recover and come back across the grain to pull off the interception and race down the left sideline. 1:03 to go. Waiting on the officials now to get set. Jurasics to kick, Zeiter on the hold. Set, snap, placed down, kick is up, and it splits the uprights. No question there, and Liberty Center on the big play leads 14-0.
Once again, Tiger speed seems to be inherent here, whether we're on defense or offense. Given the opportunity, we can make the big play, and did in fact have a big gainer there, which resulted in the score being 14-0 with just a minute in the first half.
With the exception of those two big plays, though, not much difference tonight. The Delta Panthers actually showing quite well of themselves. Their one big play was erased on the ensuing fumble after they had thrown for about 50 yards. And that's really the only difference in the ball game. The Delta time of possession, I'm sure, is greater than Liberty Center's. And that certainly has to pose some concern for the Tiger coaching staff going into the half. Well, Jim, it'll be interesting here. Will the Tigers go to that famous prevent defense in this last minute, or will Delta even challenge Liberty and try to go for it? Scoots in the backfield, picked up to 15. Return now through the horde. Oh, there's only one man left. And tackled, I believe that was Jurasics, the safety valve, made the initial hit. He broke through the first line of defense, and boom, he was off to the races. Jurassics, though, hung in there tough like a real trooper. And on the stop, Panthers now certainly will be putting it in the air. They've got the ball just over the midfield stripe on the Tiger 49-yard line. 54 seconds to go in the half. Delgado lining up in the shotgun, throws. It's going to be wild over the sideline. Delgado certainly lost the grip on the ball there. A little bit of a mix-up in the Tigers secondary there on coverage plan.
Yeah, Mike, they sent 4 receivers out for that pass, so Tigers got to look them over pretty good and make sure they're covered back there. I really believe, though, they had good coverage that time, and the Panther quarterback, Delgado, I believe, was looking for the sidelines with that pass, not wanting to risk another interception.
Checking now, the Tigers with 7 men in the backfield. High snap, Delgado, quick throw across. Brought down immediately, and I believe they're going to rule incomplete. Big hit.
36 on the hit there.
Amstutz on the big hit there. More or less a screen pass over here on the right sideline and thrown for a loss. It'll bring up a 3rd and 12. 41 seconds to go in the half. Liberty Center clinging to that 14-0 lead. Delta coming to the line of scrimmage. Wide out right, wing right, and a wide, 2 wides left. 1 man in the backfield. Delgado in a shotgun, throws upfield now, overthrown, knocked around, still almost caught.
Number 11, Smith on defense.
Good defense by the both Tiger defenders on the dual receivers over there, but the ball was tipped up and around and almost caught anyway. Clock stops at 36 seconds. That'll bring up a 4th down and 12. Or, excuse me, 4th and 10.
Offensive unit in there yet. No, he's going to punt.
Panthers lining up in a punt formation, but with this much time left, who knows? Tiger deep man is Atkinson. Kick spiraling, it'll go out of bounds. Clock never started. Ball appears to be on the Liberty Center their own 22-yard line. 36 seconds to go. And Jim, with this wet field, I certainly don't expect Liberty Center to try to do anything outlandish.
You're right. I believe they set on the ball and be content with a 14-0 lead at halftime.
Give up the middle to, I believe, Zeider. Gain of about 4. So that was Atkinson on the carry. Atkinson, the fullback, and Zeider in an interesting change is lining up at wingback. Clock stopped at 30 seconds. Tigers called a timeout. Jim, that's kind of a curious call here with the game really dominated by the Delta offense. Of course, with the explosiveness of the Tigers, they can score at any time.
You may want to try one over the top and see if the receivers can get around the Panther defenders, Mike. But this has been an enjoyable game. Everybody watching it has got to be soaking wet, but there's been much to cheer about on both sides of the ball.
To do anything fancy here, and as you say, go over the top would be the way to go. Fumble at the line of scrimmage. Snap never got back to the quarterback. Recovered by the Tigers, and Liberty Center will call another timeout with 25 seconds to go.
On that fumble recovery, who was it?
Couldn't really get who the lineman was that recovered that fumble. consensus in the stand. Tigers now lined up with a wing right and 2 wideouts. Jurasic's back to throw, has a lot of time, puts it up in the air. Caught, and there's a flag on the play on the Panthers. Jurasic's laid it up, and Jesse Smith ran under it, made a great catch. There was a little clutching and grabbing at midfield, and just on the catch, another clutch and grab by the Panthers. But Jesse was able to come up with the ball, and with 17.8 seconds, Tigers are looking at that possibility. Ball will be spotted at Delta's 38-yard line, and we're gonna wave off the penalty. Oh no, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. They're bringing that thing back to the line of scrimmage, Jim. I cannot believe that they called that on Jesse.
I think the call out here was a no catch. A no catch out here. The incomplete pass, so they, I don't know, they moved the sticks forward, whether that was a interference call, but not a completed pass. Well, I don't know, Mike. I don't know what we got.
Well, that's a confusing thing in my book. Liberty Center's awarded a first down, but actually was penalized about 20 yards because of the loss of the reception. It seems to be a glitch in the rules there.
Big play or try for a big
Well, that's right, Jim. It is only second down, and they do have time for a big play. Tigers with trips right. Now quick give up the middle to Sam Smith. And the Tigers safely run the ball up the middle, and that'll be the end of the first half. Liberty Center leading 14-0, but the score is not exactly indicative of how hard fought this first half was.
Exactly, Mike, and a lot of things to talk about, but the Delta Panthers have played the Tigers tough right here on their own home field in spite of the weather conditions. So very enjoyable half of football for the fans, but a low-scoring game at this time. But not raining right now, and after intermission, we'll see what they can do the second half.
step if you want to dance. It's okay, but you're taking it down one step. You're doing a good job. I like that. You're going to keep it there.
Well, Jim, getting set for second half action here. Liberty Center leading 14-0. What's your assessment on the whole picture, and what do you look for here in the second half coming up?
I think the Tigers find themselves in a real ball game. I think maybe they're just a little bit surprised, but on the other hand, the weather being what it was, and the Panthers having some early success there with their line play and steady quarterbacking by Delgado has made for a very entertaining football game. The field looks like it's showing some wear out there, so I wonder as the game wears on whether that's going to be a factor. Somehow the footing, even with the downpour and wet conditions, didn't appear to be bothering the boys. But we're ready for a second half, and the coaches have had time to kind of regroup and to plan what they think would work this half.
Kickoff, boom, deep, and that'll go into the end zone. That's a touchback, and Tigers will take control on their own 20-yard line.
I think after a half to think about it, they probably have some inclination of what will work. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these various units unfold now.
Delta lining up in their 4-4 front defense here. Tigers with their standard wing set. This will be wing left. Give up the middle, maybe a yard, Sam Smith. Excuse me, that was Cam. Cam is in the backfield for the Tigers. Cam and Sam together. Cam recovering nicely after that early injury in preseason.
Go line. Go big line. Come on, boys.
Cam and Sam, the two setbacks. Pitch now to Sam, or excuse me, that's Cam off the right side. Breaks a tackle, breaks another one, fights his way for first down yardage. Cam Smith, a man on a mission.
That's going to make the highlight films of the local people. Mike, he showed incredible balance as well as quickness coming around the end there, and a good gainer, moves the sticks, and the Tigers have a drive underway.
Somebody forgot to tell Cam it was slippery. He exploded through the line of scrimmage into the backfield, broke a tackle, picked up 11-yard gain. Tigers now with a first down on their own 31-yard line. Wing left, give to Sam, coming back across to the right side. Pick up a 4, bring up a 2nd and 6 here in the early going of the second half.
Mike, you can hear those pads cracking out there. The offensive line is on a mission. They know what they're trying to do, and they're whacking each other. And right now they're moving those Delta Panthers back. They look like they're fired up, and they mean business on this drive.
Well, you get that rain to stop beating down on your head for a while, and you kind of get back into it. Atkinson, wing left. Tigers with two tight ends, Smith and Smith. Here's a fake. Jurasic rolls right and nowhere to go. Battles his way back up near the line of scrimmage. Delta with good coverage downfield. Nobody open to throw to. And Jurasic was forced to scramble. Suffered a yard loss on the play. It'll be third down and about 7. Clock running at 9:53. Delta in that pro-style defense, 4-4-4. Liberty with wing right, two tights. Jurasic drops back, pulls it out, and it's dropped over there on the other side. The Tigers intentionally let the right defensive end through, leaving the receiver wide open. Jurasic got rid of it, but pass was dropped, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It looked like that play was going to go for the first down too, Mike. That was a well-orchestrated play, but somehow that ball must have had a little slip on it because the pass was delivered where it ought to be, but just not converted.
Well, you just aren't going to catch them all. It's never been done before. Deep punt now, taken by Casarelas. Brings it up to about the 37-yard line. Excuse me, about the, no, it's back about the 34-yard line. Delta will take over there. 9:28 remaining in the third quarter. Tigers did manage to pick up one first down, but the drive stalled and they're forced to punt. Delta coming to the line now. Full house backfield. Give off the right side. Yeah, gain of about 5. Jim, a little bit different set for the Panthers there as they lined up 3 running backs in the backfield.
Yeah, exactly. They're probably trying a new wrinkle, Mike. They've had time to draw the X's and O's on the blackboard, and they think maybe they see weakness on this Tiger defense. But we'll see. Tigers have been very good in adjusting in the past, and we'll just see whether what's going to happen here. But a little better conditions to play start this second half.
Delgado give, quick hitter up the middle, goes for no gain. Tigers stuffing up the middle there. Panthers staying with that 2 tight end formation with a full backfield. I'm surprised Delta doesn't go to more of an option attack here. They certainly have the quarterback. Oh, we got a fumble at the line of scrimmage. It's battled for, and at this point we can't tell. Referee signals 4th down. Well, that's hurt the Panthers more than one time tonight, Jim. Fumbles and whatever. Panthers back to punt here. Low snap. Bounced, fielded by Delgado. Gets off a high, short one. Fair catch called for. And the Tigers recover.
Mike, a little bit of confusion on covering that punt. I don't know. It was slippery back there and kind of you take it, I got it. And I was worried I was going to hit a Tiger and therefore be a live ball, and Delta covering pretty hard. But Tigers are going to have the ball on just about their 30-yard line, and hopefully they can sustain a drive this time. Last time they came out first drive of the second half and moved the ball pretty well for a few plays, but then Delta stiffened and they had to give it up.
Tigers now lining up in the wing left with 2 tights. Give to Cam Smith. Flag on the play. Cam breaks 2 tackles, battles forward, gain of about 6 on the play, but I think it's going to be brought back. Yeah, Jim, on that punt, the Tigers actually were fortunate to recover. Usually you've only got a couple guys back there deep, and with the coverage of the Panthers, it's a real wonder the Tigers had enough people there to fall on the football.
You're exactly right, and as we watch this game unfolding here, I know there's a lot of things the coaches are seeing, that there's going to be a lot of work done this next week to just make some improvements, and the films are going to indicate a few weaknesses, possibly brought on because of the weather and so forth, but you got to play these games under all conditions, and anyway, Tigers are going to get walked back a penalty right now.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15. Boy, Jim, that adds up to an awful lot of yards. More than 15. Jurasic now rolls out, breaks a tackle, now comes back to the right. Spins past another man, now met by a host of tacklers up at about the 15, 16-yard line. Very fortunate to get out of that one.
Oh, you're so right. The rush was there, and about on the 2-yard line, the Delta had him for just a bit. A rusher, a defensive man there, but he couldn't hold him, and Joe spins away and gets back to, appears the line of scrimmage.
That penalty, Jim, must have been from the spot of the foul, because the Tigers went from their 30 all the way back to about the 12-yard line on that set. Tigers now facing a second down, and I imagine close to 25 yards here. And we've got another flag. Perhaps
got to punt it out of there.
Yeah, a major point of concern really is the fact that for the staff is that the Tigers haven't been able to sustain too many drives tonight. Second down now and 30. Tigers still in a too-tight formation. Give in the backfield. Sam Smith gets around the... No, another beautiful fake carried out. The give was to Atkinson. Atkinson coming back up inside. A no gain on the play. Now we're looking at third down and 30. Jim, in the old days, I think somebody may have tried a quick kick, but I don't believe I've seen that ran for about 25 years.
That's true. This would be a good time for something like that. You really don't want to make any mistakes, because obviously the Panthers got their ears pinned back and they're coming. They've got the Tigers back on their heels right now, and that's where they want to keep them.
Jurasic drops back to throw. Upfield caught. And that'll get the Tigers at least out of a little bit of danger of their goal line. They get the ball out across the 20-yard line. A little swing pass completed to,
Fourth down.
well, it was Zeiter. That was Zeiter on the catch. Gain of about 10. But now at least the Tigers do have a little bit of cushion there as they set up to punt here on 4th and 20. Wide for the Tigers on this side is Atkinson. Wide on the other side, I believe, is Sam Smith. Punt taken at the 42. Fumbled around and hit right there by Atkinson. And that's where the Panthers will take over on their own 42 or 43-yard line.
Great coverage on that punt. Tiger back down there covering just perfectly, and a wet ball. He looked it into his arms, but it went right on through, and the only thing the Panther could do was to fall on it. But he couldn't advance it. But field position, the Panthers appear to be gaining it this time, Mike. Now the Tigers got to stiffen up and play some defense.
Yeah, Tigers pretty liberal with their, with the penalties against them. Movement again, not called on the line of scrimmage. A quick out completed, and it's going to be close to a first down. Yeah. Jim, there it was again, I believe several times tonight, what it appears to be the Delta offensive line getting that quick jump, perhaps too quick, has yet to be called.
No question about it. Delta is playing some football tonight, and this game only 14-0 with about half of the third quarter gone, and they're mounting a drive.
Delta with two tights and running out of that full backfield. Now give to the last man through, breaks through two tackles. Almost gone, tripped up by Atkinson and taken down, I believe, by Smith. Almost gone there on the quick hitter. That's one of the Tiger specialties is they're good on the quick hitters, but that was Delta busting through.
Delta back showing some speed, especially in this drive, this possession, and their offensive line is winning the battle right now.
Panthers with the first down. Flags before the snap. We're going to assume it was against Delta. It appears that Delta lined up off sides. That will push the ball back to the 32, about the 37-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 15. Ball on the 38. 1st and 15 from the Tiger 38-yard line.
Be smart now, be smart.
Now give up the middle. Gain of about 3.
That's what you like to see on a defensive charge by the Tigers, is they're right in front of us. The Tigers stayed low and just plain stopped that. There was no gap for the Delta back to make his way right then. So good line play by the Liberty Tigers right there.
Yeah, the line closed the gap, and the linebacker was there to seal it off. Good stop considering it was 1st and long.
No defense, come on, let's go.
Delta continuing now to stay with their 2 tights and the full backfield. Here's the give to the last man. He dives forward and the stop. And there again, Jim, no gain. Tiger defense coming alive here, arising to the situation. The Panthers with some luck earlier with going up the middle, but I guess that's the price you have to pay. For those big gainers up the middle, you're going to also have several which go nowhere.
From our vantage point here, it's difficult to say whether they've made little adjustments out there, but the last 2 plays, the Tigers have just totally shut down that inside running attack.
Well, 3rd and long, Delta now play action fake, throws downfield, got his man, and it's caught. No, they're going to rule incomplete, perhaps out of bounds. Pass down on the 5-yard line, defended by Jesse Smith. Numbers a little tough to see here. It appears Atkinson and Sam Smith. Well, that would have taken, Jim, that would have taken a perfect pass to get in there. Tigers with excellent coverage now. Delta facing a 4th down and 13 from the Liberty Center 36-yard line. But obviously they'll go for it here in 4-down territory. Expect another play action. Here's Delgado rolling right. Has no idea at all of throwing the football. Excellent Tiger pursuit. Thrown down after a minimal gain of maybe 2 yards. Tigers will take over on downs on their own 32-yard line.
You can just see that Tiger speed coming to light again. The backside pursuit had Delgado feeling footsteps, and he turned that up, but no gain because the defense was there.
You know, Jim, I'm a little curious. I'm not much of one to second guess because I don't know football that well, but why, when you're facing a 3rd or a 4th and more than 10, you don't have kind of a, a quarterback option there to throw the ball? He never even attempted to look downfield. Nevertheless, Tigers now with the ball with the wing left. Give to the second back through as he dances, twists, and works his way up near the 35-yard line.
Going back to that last Delta play on 4th down that didn't convert for them, since it's already been played, it's maybe easy to second guess them, and as well as their defense have played when we've had our back right on the goal line, you'd almost thought a nice little push punt down there would have maybe done them a lot of good long term.
I'm very much in agreement there, Jim. Jurasic fakes to the second back through, now turns it upfield, gain of maybe a yard. Tigers failing to pick up substantial yardage in the early downs. Now facing that 3rd and about 7. Definitely puts the Tigers in a spot here. Your options certainly aren't as great on 3rd and 7 as they are on 3rd and 2.
Offensively, the Tigers haven't done much. This 3rd quarter is down to the last minute, Mike, and they're clinging to a 14-0 lead at this time, though.
Yeah, the quarter's gotten away from us pretty fast here. Jurasic with a 3-step drop, throws quick, caught by Jesse Smith over the middle. Kaboom! Jesse coming across the middle in no man's land. Open to take a few big hits there, hung on to the football. Tigers convert the 1st down. Gain on the play of about 16 yards. It'll be 1st down at midfield.
that play appeared to be pretty well defended, but there is no defense for the perfectly thrown ball because the defender knows, or the receiver knows that's his ball to catch, and that's just exactly what happened.
Screen pass set up to Atkinson, the wingback, as he took one step forward and stopped, but slightly overthrown. It'll bring up second down. Yeah, when Jesse turned inside, he had a hip and had position, and there was nothing really the Delta defender could do there. Tigers having trouble on first down. It'll be second down and 10 from midfield stripe. Clock stopped at 16 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Go, boys, come on, let's go.
Tigers have Smith split wide left, and we have Atkinson in the slot left. Here's the give to Zeider. Up inside, nice gain for Zeider. Zeider gain of about 6 on the play.
Go, Ryan. Let's go, line. All right, come on, boys, let's go.
Good hard running by Ryan Zeider there, and nice blocking as well by the left offensive line by the Tigers. The Tigers have a nice little drive running here as the third quarter runs out. And Mike, the first unit offensively and defensively for the Tigers are getting their reps tonight. There's been virtually no substitution other than the ones that generally do substitute that first unit. So they're getting a good workout, and that's going to bode well next week.
Yeah, Jim, I certainly agree. That's what the Tigers needed, was to be pushed, and certainly this game isn't over, and there's a long way from marking it up into the win column by any means. With it being just wet enough, anything can happen, and a couple of broken plays, and it's still anybody's ball game. Liberty Center now finally getting a favorable third down situation, facing a third and about 3.
Go, boys. Come on, get fired up, boys. Let's go, get turned on. Come on, boys, push it down there.
Tigers a third and 3 on the Panther 48-yard line. Smith and Smith in the backfield. Atkinson wing right. Jurasic smothered in the backfield. Jim, I'm not sure what that was supposed to be, but do you suppose that was a busted play?
Well, it had that appearance. Joe looked like he was looking for somebody to give the ball to, and about time he looked around once, here come the charge of the Delta Panthers, and they essentially stuffed that. It's 4th down and 5, and they're looking at a possession to begin the fourth quarter here. So this is indeed a very competitive football game, and it's going to bode well for the future, I'm sure.
Back to punt. Jurasic gets off a nice spiral, rather short, taken in the air, dive for a little bit of a chance there by Reckner, but he hung on, and the Panthers will take over at their own 20-yard line. 11 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the game. Tigers hanging in there, leading 14-zip.
Come on, defense, let's go. Come on, defense, make them give it up now. Let's go. Come on, line, do the job now.
Delta with wide receiver left. Quick pitch now, Reckner. Scott in the backfield. That was Amstutz and Silvas. Silvas in on the hit. Beautiful job fighting through the blockers, making that hit in the backfield for a yard loss. Second down and 11. Delta lining up one wide out to the right again. There it was, the jump on the line of scrimmage, and I cannot believe they're not getting that call. Jim, that looked like the right guard was off to the races on that before the snap was made, but not yet once have we seen it. However, Liberty ate it up at the line, and it'll bring up now 3rd down and 10.
Some real fierce line play out there on both sides of the ball, Mike, and make no mistake about it, there's some hitting that you don't always see at this point in the game. Panthers are most intent on mounting a drive of their own as they're looking at a 3rd and 10 here.
Delta going back to the eye. White out left. Snap, and kaboom! Who was that masked man? The name of that truck was Cam Smith as he came from the right defensive end area and blistered the quarterback for about a 10-yard loss. Big defensive play by Liberty Center.
Yeah, you like to see that. It appeared as though it was going to be a pass. They needed a lot of yards, and the coaching staff had that charge called, and boy, it went for a big loss, and that really put the Panthers back in a hole, so they'll have to give it up now. And of course, the punter will be standing in his own end zone as he receives that ball.
Yeah, excellent chance here for a big return. Tigers with 3 men back. Punt. Now long, end over end. Atkinson wisely lets it go. Now picks it up. Fights through one block down the left sideline. Cuts back. Now hit across the 50-yard line down to about Delta's 47. Nice return and a beautiful punt by the Panthers.
Mike, we've got some sponsors here to mention. If you want to be a sponsor in this Channel 5 broadcast, see Mike Whitman, Bob Shaddy, or Tom Atkinson. But as they're ready for play here, Hal and Sherry Atkinson, Kenyon and Debbie Glantz, who wish to support the Tigers and the Tiger Band. They have Melissa as a band member. We have live action.
Tigers lining up in their wing right. Give to Smith, Sam Smith. Good surge by the Tiger offensive line. Smith battling through inside, gain of about 6. 2nd down and 4. Jim, that's what Liberty Center's been looking for, but not finding much, is that good 1st down play. Really sets the tone for the rest of the series. Finally with that big 1st down play. Now it gives Liberty a few more options here. Give straight ahead to Cam Smith. What strength! Cam Smith was stopped just short of the 1st down. Yeah, those legs of Cam Smith proved to be fruitful there. Now give. Cam Smith cuts up inside. Tackled by a shirt sleeve. Liberty Center now running over that left side of the line.
Good sustained drive here, Mike. This is exactly what you want. Ball control, chewing up yardage, just moving them back. Getting back to sponsors here, we have Randy and Teresa Bosselman. Of course, they wish the ball team and the cheerleaders, of which Lindsay is a member, good luck in this coming season.
Tigers staying with that pro set wing right. Quick hitter inside to, I believe, Sam Smith. Stopped after a short gain, maybe 2. One of the Delta Panthers, number 71, showing how happy he was and shared it with Sam after the tackle. But Tigers moving the ball consistently here. That was enough for a 1st down. 7:14 to go here in the 4th quarter. Liberty Center knocking on the door, ball just inside the 20, the 19-yard line of Delta, 1st and 10. Give now, Jurasic's fakes, takes it on a keeper, hung up, battles through 3, rolls and spins, battles his way forward for about an 8-yard gain, a 9-yard gain by Jurasic's. Faked the handoff to Sam Smith, turned it outside, broke 2 tackles, spun and fought his way ahead.
Yeah, nice ground game going here for the Tigers, and as the clock winds down to 6.5 minutes, this is going to be pretty tough on the Delta Panthers if the Tigers can, in fact, push it in. But they are driving and looking strong, moving the line just like the offense would expect to do.
Now we've got motion from Miller, the wingman. Pitch to Miller in the backfield, running straight ahead. I believe he should have enough for a first down. Miller was the wingman on the right, put in motion.
No gain.
No, not enough. Tigers are still short by about a half a yard. That'll bring up 3rd down and 1. Clock's still moving at 5:55. Liberty Center doing most of their running behind the left offensive side. Silva's tight end, Bush the tackle, and Baum the guard. Give now, coming off that left side again is Zeider. Zeider hit, spun around, almost upside down, but was enough for the first down. Zeider showing some of his own determination there. Tripped up.
Panthers being tough as nails as they got their back to their own goal line right now, but the Tigers with the first down and 7-yard line are going to bang away at it some more.
Yeah, the most important thing is they're keeping that clock moving. Tigers now in the wing right. I believe it's Miller back there in the wing. Give to Sam Smith. Sam kicks his way out, breaks a tackle, dives forward, and he's in for the touchdown. Sam Smith. There was no stopping that guy. He broke a tackle, spun, battled his way through another, dove forward over the goal line, and the Tigers now lead 20-0 at the 5:10 mark.
Just a very nice drive. You just couldn't ask for a better drive. It did. It used a lot of clock and showed some real initiative by the offensive line and the backs to move that pigskin. I got to continue with the sponsors here. On the business side of things, we have Pizzanello's Pizzas with Craig and Sherry Myers, and their hours are Friday till midnight. So stop and eat a pizza there with Pizzanello's. Saturday, their hours are till 10. Weekdays, they are there from 11 till 9 in the evening. So patronize Pizzanello's Pizzas. Also, we have Swanton Welding, and that's Norm Zeider and his outfit over there in Swanton. Definitely some very, very, very top boosters here for the Tigers. Also, the Holgate Metal Fab. So these people, eventually we'll have some commercials for them, but let's remember them and really appreciate their sponsorship of this Channel 5 broadcast. Remember, see Mike Whitman, Bob Shaddy, or Tom Atkinson if you wish to be a sponsor of these Channel 5 games.
Our apologies to the sponsors, but with the rain, our crib sheet here is about almost illegible. Well, anyway, you know what I'm saying. You can't read it because it's rain-soaked. And this is the first chance we've had to get it in between the raindrops. Slight drizzle now, still coming down. Tigers prepare to kick off.
That was a nice drive, Mike. They did everything they needed to do. They used the clock and took the ball right down and stuffed her in.
Short kick, now end over end, taken at the 20-yard line by Delgado. Bits and ticks his way forward and skips up near about the 26-yard line. Delta will take over. Yeah, Jim, that was definitely a killer drive. Delta definitely had some opportunities to climb back into this game. But as much as we talk about the explosiveness of the offense, you have to remember that a couple of big plays here by the defense, every bit as important as the offense, but two big defensive plays in this game have really turned it around for the Tigers. Tigers now the 4-man front with 6 men back. Here's a quick hitter up the middle. Kaboom! They ramble out for a 20-yard gain. Reckner.
Mike, that ball didn't even come back to the quarterback. That was hiked directly to the tailback, and it caught the Tigers by surprise. That was a little razzle-dazzle by the Panthers and a big gainer for them. But you're right. You just can't keep the speed down by the Tigers long term. They're going to hurt you. They're going to get to you. And indeed, the score is 21-0 this time. But Delta Panthers moving the ball.
Now Delgado back to throw. Nice defensive play by Jesse Smith. Going for the pick, but he had enough of the ball to knock it away. Now, Jim, I was totally fooled. I had no clue where the ball was on that play.
You wonder why that's not tried more, although that was almost like a shotgun formation, but the ball did not go to Delgado. It went to the tailback, and one of their best gainers on the ground.
Yeah, they've done quite well at grinding it out, but that was one of their bigger plays from offense. Now a high snap. Delgado lining up, catches it now. Caught over on the sidelines. I believe it'll be just short of a first down. Clock stops at 4:35. Delgado recovered nicely after the high snap from center. Got it upfield for an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up third down and a long 1 yard to go. Ball on the Liberty Center 41-yard line. I formation, split wide left. Give up the middle, Reckner, and he'll have first down yardage. Clock now at 4:30. Delta's at the point now where they're going to have to score and score quick. I really don't think they can afford to run the ball anymore, Jim.
You're right, they do. They need points, and they need points fast. But this, in a lot of respects, is an excellent game for the Tigers. Everybody's had a lot of work. They've had a long night at it. They've had tough conditions to deal with, and they're coming up doing the right things for the most part. But indeed, there will always be things to look at to improve on, and certainly a night like this will give them a long time to reflect and see, well, where can we make improvements and what can we watch for? And obviously the opposition is going to see, well, what worked against the Tigers? So there's just a lot of things going on right now, Mike. But it's just good to see the first offensive and defensive work get a whole football game in of work.
Yeah, I think whatever attitude Liberty Center may have carried into this next week of practice, with a blowout, certainly that bubble's been destroyed, and I think they'll be ready. Delgado back, throws a long pass. He's got him beat wide open, and it's a Delta Panther touchdown. The Liberty Center secondary. The last thing you want to do in a game like this with a score, the situation the way it is give up the deep bomb. But for the third time tonight, the Tiger secondary caught with their hands in their pockets, perhaps.
Well, Mike, I don't know whether I'd agree with that. I think that first defender thought he had a chance at intercepting that pass, and rather than stay pasted tight to the receiver, he sort of went for the ball a little bit but couldn't reach it. So it was a well-thrown pass, and it was executed properly, and the Panthers are on the scoreboard here with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Panthers set. They fake. He rolls right, the throw long into the end zone, and I believe, is knocked away. Delta went for two, no good, and Liberty Center leads 21-6 at the 4:03 mark in the game. Jim, that's going to bring up an interesting point on that pass play. With a 3-touchdown lead, I really don't think you need to play for an interception. Why not play for the tip? So, I mean, granted, in a tight game where you need the ball back, that may be the play to make, but I guess maybe we're kind of draw fine hairs here.
Yeah, you make a good point, Mike. I don't believe the Tigers were in what you would call a prevent defense, which a lot of people will argue doesn't do you any good. You should just stick with what works, but with the weather being the way it was and such, and with the good success the Tigers have had when they go for the interception, it just appeared as though the defender thought, hey, he can grab that and go. But anyway, you got to give the Delta Panthers credit. They've hung in here all game and played the Tigers pretty tough, and they just executed a play that went for big yards, and of course they're on the scoreboard. So it's 21-6. There's 4 minutes to go, but the Tiger first unit still playing hard, and this has got to be healthy.
Well, I think we may have to look here for some kind of a squib or onside kick. Tigers with 10 men up near the 50-yard line. Only one man deep. Now Delta shifts. They have everybody over on the left side. Here it comes. High end over end. Takes the bounce. Liberty Center falls on it right at midfield. It'll be Tiger ball. The Panthers didn't quite get that high hop on the end over end to draw the fumble. And the Tigers will take over at midfield. Panthers had to go for it with only 4 minutes remaining. Liberty set now in the backfield with the wing left. Cam Smith hitting the backfield, battles his way forward. Gain of a yard on the play. Delta pulling out all the stops now.
You have to give these Delta Panthers a measure of credit. They've played hard the whole game, and though they're on the short end of the scoreboard here, they've done themselves proud. It's just been a good, hard football game. Weather conditions not the best, but good high school football we've been watching here, Mike.
Well, Coach Lindgren was right when he was concerned about Delta's athleticism, and certainly was on the money there. Tigers now with a sweep to the left, give to Cam Smith. He battles his way up near the first down, but we've got a flag in the Tiger backfield. I'm sure it'll go against Liberty Center now, just waiting for the call. It'll be holding against Liberty Center. That'll negate that 8-yard gain by Cam Smith on the power sweep left.
Oftentimes conditions like we're seeing here tonight make for a bit of a sloppy game, Mike. It's hard to hold your blocks and to execute them just right. You can't cut and pivot like you normally can. So you're going to see these penalties. But hopefully next week as they look toward the Patrick Henry Patriots that the weather conditions would be perfect, and there's just things to work on. You know, this is a game that I'm sure spread all over the league. They've had to deal with these kind of conditions, so there's going to be mistakes made, and coaches will look the films over and they'll just try to make some improvements.
Tigers now with a 2nd and 20. Ball on their own 40-yard line. Give now, I believe, to Sam Smith. Panthers calling for a timeout. Clock at 2:50. Yeah, Jim, and another thing, I'm concerned with the secondary, knowing who we're going up against next week. Definitely there'll have to be some hard work this week.
Oh, that's a wonderful contest to look forward to, Mike, and I have to believe we're going to set an attendance record for Liberty Center High School football there. There's some new bleachers there, and really the seating is, I'm not sure about the number count, but I know that place is going to be jam-packed. It's homecoming night, the Queen and her court and the band show, and it's just going to be a gala event. And there are requests for tickets pouring into the school and into people that they know that are Liberty Center backers from just all over the area. That is going to be the football game to be at next Friday night. And, of course, in the NWOAL League, that at this point in the season appears to be for maybe all of the marbles. And it's a rivalry that goes back a long time, and Patrick Henry and Liberty Center Tigers can't wait to mix it up next week, and it appears as though both teams will be undefeated and have a lot on the line at that time.
Tigers set now after the Delta timeout with the wing left. Now give to Sam Smith. Now, here we go again. Good deception by Liberty Center. We have to pick out the ball carrier. He gained back most of what they lost on the penalty call. Was that Jurasics on a keeper?
Yeah, Joe Jurasic.
Woo! Well, that away, Joe.
Don't see very many clean jerseys out there for the Tigers at this point in the game, and the boys look a little weary. Truly, they have not played under game conditions for a whole entire game this season, and so this, in that respect, has got to be good. They know what it takes to have the conditioning to compete. A little longer than 2 minutes and a half to go in this contest, and the rain beginning to lightly fall again, Mike.
Delta using another timeout. That was at least their second.
A substitution, Tim Huff now in the ball game.
Tim Huff now in for the Tigers. I would imagine he'll be split wide in punt coverage. Jurassic's Reckner, the single setback for Delta. Delta with most everybody up now playing for the, no, they drop off. There's the punt, short, end over end, gets a good Tiger roll, and that'll stop just inside the Delta Panther 20-yard line. Clock stopped at 2:33 to go, and I can imagine Delgado, the quarterback for the Panthers, will fill the air with footballs now.
Mike, I think with the conditions that we've seen, it's been very difficult for either team to pull out all the stops, as you would say, digging deep into their bag of tricks. But it's been a hard game, a good hard-fought game on both sides of the ball.
Delgado drops back, throws the deep pass, it floats. Zeider there on the interception, but they're going to rule incomplete. Zeider got inside. I don't believe Delgado got everything on the ball that he wanted there as the ball got up and seemed to hang. Zeider played the ball quite well.
Mike, you can see these players kind of being a little tired going back to the huddle before they begin another play. This has been a long struggle, and the conditions have been lousy, but conditioning is and might be a factor.
Delgado fumbles, now gets it off inside on an apparent screenplay. Delgado, strange play, was setting the shotgun, got the ball, went to throw, slipped out of his hands, caught it, and then dumped it off. Gain of a couple. It'll bring up a 3rd and 9. Delgado looking now, throws upfield, misses his intended receiver. Protection good for Delta Panthers. On the defense was Atkinson, Zeider, and Sam Smith. And now it's 4th down with 1:57 seconds to go. At this point, Jim, I don't think Delta has much choice. Panthers in punt formation, but you certainly can't expect that. Delgado fires long, tipped away. Beautiful defensive play by Ryan Zeider. Panthers had number 85 wide open along the sideline, but Zeider stepped up, read the pass beautifully.
Exactly, Mike. For an instant, that looked like that was going to click for a real big gainer, but it's possession time for the Tigers, and with 1:57 to go, they're going to try to run the clock out, and this is just a good one to have in the win column.
Well, without a doubt, and I think Delta has been good preparation, good setup here for Liberty Center with Delgado's numerous passes. Tigers now with the wingman in motion left. Here's Miller carrying the ball for a couple.
I believe that's almost the first series for Miller, and like we've said before, there's not very many white jerseys come out there for the Tigers tonight. But anyway, just a minute and a half in this contest with the Tigers ahead 21-6.
This Miller was in on the last series for Liberty Center and came in motion coming back to the left a few times. Perhaps Coach Lindgren feels that his running backs have had enough reps. He's trying to take it easy. But now here's a quick hitter. Sam Smith hits a hit, reverses his field, scampers across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! Sam Smith, as Liberty Center continues to pound that left side of their offensive line, running through Silvis, Bush, and Baum. Sam Smith cut it upfield then after about the 4 or 5 yard penetration, went untouched into the end zone, and the Tigers lead now 27-6.
He did make an excellent running play on that, and he made a couple cuts that you wonder how he could have the footing to do so. But again, the quickness of the Tiger backs is you just can't say enough about, given just a little opportunity what they can do when they can go.
Extra point kick sails off to the left. Perhaps at this point, rather a moot point at that. 1:08 remaining in the game. Liberty Center now comfortably leads 27-6. But as we said at the end of the first half, don't think for a minute that 27-6 indicates just what kind of game it's been. (27-6) with a minute to go. Tigers kicking off. Short squib over on the right. Rolls around, fallen on by the Panthers at their own 24-yard line. It's almost 10:30. This we've been here ready for a kickoff from 7:30, and with the 45-minute delay at the start, it's been just about a 3-hour endurance job here. I believe we will forego any post-game interviews. Long, cold night for Liberty Center, and I'm sure they're going to want to get on the buses and get home and get out of those. Quick pass over here on the right. Nothing home, well defended again. Sattler, number 65, from his nose guard position, dropping back into coverage. Liberty Center with some nice defensive schemes there.
Fresh jerseys in there now, Mike.
Yeah, we've got Tim Huff in the game now.
But all across the line there's a few across the backfield. 31, McClure's in there.
Delgado throws deep, has a man, but way overthrows him. Good coverage there by number 31, Mike McClure, and Tim Huff, number 88. Clock at 59-9 here in the waning seconds of the ball game. Delta with two wideouts right. Delgado throws deep, and nobody there. Tim Huff, the closest man to that pass. And the Panthers are just wildly throwing it up for grabs here.
Come on, Mike, return.
That'll bring up a fourth down. 4th and 10, 54 seconds to go.
The fans have had to tough it out through a real difficult night, but at least the rain was for the most part warm, although at times it really come down, and as Mike said, the game was delayed. But anyway, the result, Tigers are going to hang one in the win column and be glad of it. Mike McClure with the ball.
Here's McClure on the return, breaks two tackles, breaks another, battles his way up to midfield. McClure caught that inside the 40-yard line, a long spiraling punt. And now with 41 seconds to go, rain starting to come down again. And I believe that's going to be it here from Panther Stadium. Liberty Center leading 27-6. Holy mackerel, look at the lightning. Jim, I think it's time to pick up the babies and grab the old ladies.
I think they're going to call the game. That's going to be...
Good morning. This is the long and short of it for this week of October 13th through the 18th. Sorry about that there. Got everything but that on the calendar here. Monday the 13th, have about 24 to 2.5 dozen students that are attending a Music Career Day at Bowling Green State University. This is the annual event that they host yearly, and it will involve several of our students throughout the day. Spanish Club will be having their monthly meeting from 6:30 to 7:30, and that'll be taking place in the Senior Lounge this evening as well. Ninth grade volleyball team will be at Archbold for a 5:30 contest. Band Boosters will be having their monthly meeting, and that'll be at 7 o'clock in the band room. And our girls soccer team will be in sectional action at Lima Shawnee for a 7:15 contest, and it will be against Lima Shawnee. So that takes care of Monday's activities. Tuesday the 14th, High Y will be having their monthly meeting at 3:05. Our volleyball team, Varsity and JV, will be hosting Toledo starting at 6 o'clock. Tuesday morning, we have about 3 or 4 dozen students that will be taking the PSAT test. And our boys sectionals, our boys soccer team are in sectional actions at, let's start all over here on that. Boys sectional action for soccer will be at Wapakoneta at 5 o'clock versus Defiance. Sorry about that. There's no activities there on Wednesday the 15th, Thursday the 16th. The only activity we have is student council with their weekly meeting from 6:30 to 8. On Friday the 17th, our junior class will be meeting the first period to kick off their yearly magazine drive to raise money for prom. Football team will be traveling to Miami Trace, and that has a 7:30 starting time. Also, state tennis action will be taking place, and that'll be taking place at The Ohio State University in Columbus. We'd like to congratulate Hannah, who has qualified as in sectional action or district action, and she goes back today to find out actual placement as far as where she'll be finishing at the district and who she'll be matched up with at state. On Saturday the 18th is district cross-country action, and that'll be taking place at Ottawa for both our boys and girls. I apologize, I do not have a time on that, but it's just something that takes place throughout the day, as there's 3 or 4 different divisions there that are hosted at Ottawa. Volleyball action, section of volleyball action will be here and we'll be hosting, and Mr. Russell just gave that to me before I went on. Everything starts at 1 o'clock here at the high school, and the first match has Ottawa Glandorf 8-13 taking on Bryan 11-8. Second match of the day has Napoleon 14-7 taking on Rossford 11-8. And then we come back, and Paulding, who is the number 1 seeded team and has a record of 17-2, they will be playing the winner of the Ottawa Glandorf Bryan winner. And the number 2 seeded team, which was Wauseon, with a 14-6 record, they'll be playing the winner of the Napoleon Rossford. So there's 4 contests that day here at the Canyon. And if anybody enjoys volleyball, they're more than welcome to come out for that activity. The JV football team will be playing Miami Trace at Miami Trace there at 10 o'clock in the morning, and then they'll all be returning and hopefully be back in town around 4:30 Saturday afternoon. Okay, that pretty well takes care of that. Would like to announce that the Napoleon High School Drama is going to be presenting a new musical, Little Shop of Horrors. It'll be presented at the J.L. Johnson Auditorium November 14th and 15th at 8 o'clock, and on Sunday the 16th at 2 o'clock. And you'll start to see more information coming out on that. Tickets for students are $4 and adults $5, and that is the fall production for the NHS Drama Department. Just want to touch base again. Most high school parents should have received a mailing over the weekend or will be receiving it today. Likewise, Mr. Slade did a tape recording for TV5 on how we're going to be handling the proficiency schedule that last full week of October. Basically, here at the high school, we'll be on a 2-hour delay. Again, I'm not going to say anything more on that, as Mr. Schlade's already covered that, so please pay attention to that announcement that he has there. I'd like to recognize the October Students of the Month. The Elk Senior Wildcat of the Month is Brian Wenzel. Brian is the son of Steve and Vicki Wenzel. Senior of the Month for the Napoleon Lions Club is Nick Badenhop, who's the son of Darwin and Kathy Badenhop. The Junior of the Month, which is sponsored by the Napoleon Optimist Club, is Jason Hatzel, who's the son of James and Charissa Hatzel Jr. The Sophomore of the Month, which is sponsored by the Rotary Club of Napoleon, is Elizabeth Bosselman, daughter of Gary and Jamie Bosselman. And the Napoleon Sir Optimus Club Freshman of the Month is Tara Eberly, daughter of Tom and Deb Eberly. And lastly, Student Advisory Board to the Academic Boosters. I'd like to announce the officers for the 97-98 school year. President is Heather Stuckey. Vice President is Leah Benedict. Secretary is Laura Bauer. And Treasurer is Tracy Weber. The 6 members that make up from the senior class, the Executive Committee, are Laura Bauer, Christy Helberg, Jennifer Latta, Jackie Recker, Heather Stuckey, and Brian Wenzel. And the 5 juniors are Leah Benedict, Beth Gabers, Micaiah Klein, Megan Stofzik, and Tracy Weber. And the remainder of the board members, seniors Cassandra Kenning, Sarah Ritter, and Robin Storch. Juniors Tara Fitch, Carrie Lymanstall, Amy Wenzel. Sophomores Jody Clapp, Dana Fitzenreiter, Jennifer George, Susan Houston, Meredith Lammy, Emily Spicer, Shannon Stuckey, and the freshmen are Christine Bauer, Jonathan Chickering, Catherine Fisher, and Nikki Spangler. And I think that pretty well wraps things up here for this week. So continue to strive for that total excellence, and see you next week. Thank you very much.
And I'm the guidance secretary here at Napoleon High School, and I have a few scholarships that I'd like to go over today to keep you informed about those, one open house, and a couple of essay competitions. The very first one we have is the Dolores A. Billhart Memorial Scholarship. This is for female athletes, and it is due to them on March 1st of 1998. The one thing I would like to remind you is that before the due date on each scholarship, you want to have it into guidance at least 1 week prior to the due date on the scholarship. So let your children or high school seniors know that. The next one is the National Academy of American Scholars. It's the R.C. Easley National Scholarship. You must have a GPA of at least a C or higher. You must have taken the SAT or the ACT, let's get that right, and you must be a U.S. citizen. The applications for this one are September 15th through February 1st that you need to have that one in. The next one is the Lewis E. Westrick Scholarship Application. This one, someone in the family needs to belong to an employee's own federal credit union. You must be a high school graduate this year and have a 2.5 grade point average, and this one requires that you write an essay of 500 words on how can credit unions help to educate youth about responsible money management. Eastern Michigan University has the Presidential Scholarship Competition. That competition will be Saturday, November 15th and Saturday, December 6th. If you're interested in that, you should stop by guidance and go through this application. We also have the Washington Crossing Foundation Scholarship Competition. This competition This requires an essay of 300 words. The amount is $5,000 to $10,000 for students planning careers in government service. And the deadline is January 15th on that one. There is also the National Merit Scholarship. This is available at Bowling Green, but it is only for those students that have taken the PSAT and are National Merit finalists. I believe Napoleon had 2 last year. The next one is a scholarship essay, and this is from the Citizens Flag Alliance. It is due on January 1st of 1998. The theme this year is the American Flag Protection Amendment, a right of the people, the right thing to do. So this does require that you write an essay. This is a very nice one with quite a bit of money available for students in 9th through 12th grade. The American Legion right now has 2 scholarships. It gets a little confusing for the students because one is departmental and one is national. So there are 2. One's for the department. It is due March 16th. And you need to be either a son, a daughter,